Have you ever wanted to do more with your barbecue and grilling? Like make a difference in someone's life? Well, today's video is sharing my top 5 ways you can bless other people with barbecue. Let's get into the first one. From my backyard to yours, less hate, more love. Good barbecue. Our first blessing group that I recommend, and it's one I've done before, is fueling our heroes. This is like your EMT, your police, your fire department. Man, these guys and gals give so much of their time, and it means the world with these different shifts that you're in, long shifts, to just show up with good barbecue and talk about putting a smile on people's faces. It's incredible. So make yourself some pulled pork, make some sandwiches, whatever you want, however you want to get creative. Like, this isn't a great way to get involved in your community if you don't do it already. I've done it in my local community here in Oklahoma for different groups, and it goes so far. And maybe even write a handwritten note to take it that extra hospitable mile. So that's the first way you can bless people with barbecue, is blessing those heroes that live right in our own community. All right, blessing to community is blessing a new neighbor that moves into the neighborhood or even an apartment, depending on your situation. This could also be if you're like, you know what, I'm a hermit, but I know I love barbecue. I want to start meeting more neighbors. Even if you've been there for a long time, it doesn't even have to be a new neighbor. It could just be your neighborhood. Man, host a summer cookout, man, in your backyard. And once you start grilling and barbecuing, even for yourself, I promise you, your neighbors will smell it and they will come asking what you are cooking. We just moved to a neighborhood, and this is, I've already become known as the barbecue grilling guy, having this big pergola with all these grills. People are smelling it. And I even had a neighbor who is a county sheriff, and he's become a friend now. And he's like, hey, I need help on my prime rib for Christmas. So that was just a few months ago, and we're like doing play-by-play, and it all started by just simply grilling in my backyard, and you start building that relationship with others in your community. But take it a step further. The whole purpose of this is how to bless other people. So bless that county sheriff that lives in your neighborhood. I've given him food as well. Someone moves into the neighborhood, make some pulled pork or something like that, some chicken, make some burgers in the summer, and do a cookout, do a chili cook-off. This is one of the things that we did for Halloween, which was months ago, as we did chili and hot chocolate and all sorts of things you could do to bless your community and your own neighborhood. But it's also that extra mile. Be that neighbor that shows love as someone new moves in, so they feel welcomed as quickly as possible. And this is the power of barbecue and community coming together to grill for good. How do you get out of your shell, or you're self-conscious about your own food? I mean, at the end of the day, it's a matter of just starting. As like another creator that does teaches people how to do videos. He always says, like, just start. You just need to start and punch fear in the face, is what he says, and I love that. I think it's Sean Cannell. So credit to him. So that's my encouragement to you, is just like punch fear in the face. Just get started by just start cooking. And if you're one that's not ready to cook for others, start with your family. So maybe that's the first step, is like just start with your family, start cooking for people outside of yourself, build that confidence, and then yes, you can start literally cooking for other people. Because once you get going, the sky's the limit, going from cooking for 5, 10 people to 50 to 100 people. I mean, it really is not a far stretch. There's some techniques and things you need to learn as you get up to a larger crowd, but that's all it takes. Blessing 3, the third category, is cooking for the sick. This is, maybe it's through your church, someone that you're a part of, maybe it's your neighborhood, or it's a loved one or someone at work. You hear that they're sick, and this might be more like long-term sick, or they had a surgery or something where they're going to be out for a period of time. And there's a thing called meal train. There's different versions of this out there. So meal train's one of them, but you could find where you could use a calendar schedule and then sign yourself up and other people to cook a meal for someone that has needs. So particularly if they're sick or a surgery or something, it could be any issue that you want to surround somebody with and create a meal train for someone that has need. But this is a great way to bless other people. And if you're looking for ideas, just think about, okay, is there someone that's having a surgery and they're just not gonna be able to cook in their kitchen? Man, could you rally some people together, and you specifically, could you cook a meal? So be thinking about how many people that affects in your own sphere of influence that you might not even think about. Everyone gets sick here and there or has a surgery, and I bet you could come up with a list pretty quickly and start being known for that type of person that's showing love and that barbecue love. So that's the next category. All right, the next category, barbecue blessing, is cooking for a cause. This could be blessing a food pantry, a nonprofit. I've had a group called HIA reach out and they asked me to cook their Thanksgiving turkeys. So you can find a group in your own community where you can cook for the holidays. I promise you, most nonprofits, especially if depending on their size, are always looking for ways to bless their community or cook a holiday meal for that group of people, of 20, 50 people or something like that. So cooking for a cause, a nonprofit, maybe your church group, a food pantry, a fundraiser, something that is dear to your heart. Maybe it's a fundraiser tied to a school that you're a part of, if you're a teacher or a parent. These are just a few ideas of how you could bless your community with barbecue, and people are just, I guarantee you, they're just waiting to be asked that invitation for your barbecue to be a blessing. All right, the last tip, the last barbecue blessing idea is passing on that pitmaster knowledge and lesson to the next generation. There is a lot of men and women in the barbecue community that do this extremely well, and especially in the competition world, they're investing into the next generation of pitmasters that are young, and they're not gatekeeping information. They're just passing it on to the next generation that loves to cook. That could also be passing on your pitmaster knowledge to the younger generation in your own family. So it could also be mentoring boys and girls clubs that want to learn how to cook. There's people in certain communities that are like, man, I just don't have the skill set of cooking, and you could come alongside them and teach them how to cook and give them a skill set and maybe a new passion that they even never knew that they had. And there's Bobby Oliver is a barbecue competition guy, and a guy in Oklahoma, a friend of mine, and he does this so well. I think he mentors a lot of high school students in barbecue competition. So a shout out to him. He does it really well. Kamado Joe and Home Depot and a lot of grill companies partner with the Boys and Girls Club of America, and they bring in youth to learn how to cook in competitions, and I've been able to be a part of that as well. So those are some ideas of how you could use barbecue to be a blessing. I wanted to just share a bunch of ways because this is what our channel is about. And if you're finding value in today's video, be sure to like, subscribe, because we will continue to provide edutainment of barbecue and grilling and have some fun along the way and some recipes. But then we're also going to be, as a backyard pitmaster and a pastor, share some value around how you could be a blessing and use your grill for good and make a difference, because we want to help you create bold flavors with a bigger purpose here at Bartlow's Barbecue, and that's what it's all about. So from my backyard to yours, less hate, more love, good barbecue. Till next time.